around sunset. What else have I got? No, you're attributor. Bugmans. Steel Legion. My black's a beautiful shader. Don't need Abaddon black. Oh, that's white. I need lead belcher. Come on. Do I not have the thing? I could have sworn I had some gold. This one was a Balthazar gold. No, I'm not painting Avalon Sunset. Avalon Sunset's yellow and it's the colour I use for the shirts, because I do. Wait. Wraithbone and Corax. Oh, wait, that's Corax, right? Gold. Okay, this is the list of shit. Okay, that should be good. I don't know about that gold. Could do some interesting stuff with guns with that, but I don't have to buy it. Don't have to do that. Oh. Hello people, how are you all doing? Oh god, that's a bit loud. Sorry. Welcome to painting, because I want something to do. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 models to paint. So I should probably get going with them. Anyway. Yeah. How's everyone doing? I was like, dear fucking god, is this shit loud on my end? Yes, my skin is the colour of printer paper. Congratulations. It's been several months since I last did any painting. So for anyone who was watching this that paints more regularly than me, I do apologise. Hello. How are you? Oh, I should also... one second, I forgot to do something. There we go. Done it. Dear God. Sorry. Actually, I should probably do this flesh first. In which case... Now I don't know a better way of applying water to it. If you have one, please tell me. Oh God, why is the nib stuck together? Okay, I know this is the cheap brush that the painting kit came with, but why the fuck is the nib stuck together? What the shit? God fucking fuck. There we go. I think it's solved. Yes, I have plenty more. The main reason I'm doing this is because... Have you ever heard of the pile of shame? Yeah, I want to remove that before, or at least reduce it before I start building again. And so I'm doing this. And hi Cat, how are you? For fuck's sake, it's still stuck together. God fucking damn it. Is that a good or a bad Fair enough. Yes, there's not going to be gameplay for this. I'm just going to paint. Then talk. God fucking damn it, why is the goddamn end fucked up? Okay, fuck it. Different brush. Much better. Oh, piss. Gone slightly over on my hand. Oh well. I have Abaddon Black so I can patch it up when I do the gun. Yeah, this is the problem I always have. I can do like half the hand, but the problem is I can't see the rest of the fingers even if I get light on them. So I can't fully paint it. If you look here on this, there's fingers there, but the problem is I can't really reach them with the brush from this angle. But if I don't paint them, actually, to be fair, I don't paint them usually. It'll be fine. Before you ask, no, I don't really know what I'm doing. I have painted 4 models so far, which is some, but not a lot. What the oh, Lord of the Rings, right, that makes much more sense. Ooh. That's a bit thick. Right, now for the head. So this is being a bit of a pain in the ass to do. Because I usually, what I'm currently doing is I've got a light that I'm using. The problem is, I need to be able to see what the fuck I'm doing. And my webcam's kind of shit. So if I do try get the lighting at the wrong area, it doesn't work properly because I can't properly see. Please do not take advice from me. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Oh god, I got some fucking Uruk flesh on the... Uruk or Uruk? Sorry, I've forgotten the name, the colour. Uruk. Uruk. It's definitely Uruk. Oh, piss, this one's got a fucking nose ring. The fuck am I meant to paint a bloody nose ring? You know what? I'll paint over it for now, and then I'll decide exactly what to do with it later. I'd say that sounds fair enough. God damn, I'd really badly watered everything down. Yeah, I know, 2 thin coats, but... Too thin doesn't work. Piss. You stopped at a really inconvenient time. Music. You are aware of that, correct? Oh god, there's a 58-minute piece of goddamn music. There's 3. There's 3. Absolutely fucking not. Actually, I'll give it a shot. What's it like? Yeah, Warframe. To be fair, if you got a good weapon, Warframe is significantly better than I thought it was. Come on. You know what? You can have a green tongue. Because why the hell not? The rest here is bright green. Besides, you're an orc. You're a weird sentient mushroom person thing. Do not. Ugh. There. Something got stuck in me throat. Sons, which ones were they? Oh, I clicked on the logo last time, not the actual clan. Yeah, there you go. Yellow. Richest for us the teeth. Yeah, they have for some. Orcs use teeth as currency. It's surprisingly self-sustaining because the bigger teeth you have, the better the higher the value. But and the best teeth are therefore orc teeth most of the time. And orc teeth rot away quite quickly when they're outside of an orc. So yeah. Your sons, what were you again? Oh, you're those ones. You're the speed freaks. I could have sworn... Yeah, no, you're meant... I could have sworn you were the speed freaks. What the shit? Oh. Right. Yeah, sorry. It's Cult of Speed. Yeah, please ignore the adverts. I don't really care enough, though. I don't remember what these guys are. Oh, they just like fighting slightly more. They're just your standard fucking orcs. Well, they're a bit boring, aren't they? Blood axes mainly use melee weapons, and I don't remember what the death skulls do. I also do not care. We are going back to this. Hopefully that'll be enough for at least a couple. And yes, I will not... I don't really use black paint because I use black primer. I do kind of want to get some white scars though. And if I was doing white scars, I'd get white primer and hope. But I don't know how well that would work. No, that could really easily be seen as me shitting on... In a setting where the tagline for it is this is the 41st millennium and there is only war. There isn't a Buc-ee's down the street. I don't even think there's any Buc-ee's in the UK. But in a setting where the tagline for it is, this is the far future of the 41st millennium and there's only war, the faction that wants nothing other than to fight is by definition winning. Couple this with their philosophy of it doesn't matter whether or not they win the fight, because if they die, then they died in a fight. That's good. If they win, they can now go and have another fight, and if they retreat, they get to come back and fight later. And we do try the fight later. Each option for an orc is a good option, because you've either succeeded and fought and get to do it again, or you fought, had a fucking laugh, and died while doing it, which is also a good thing. All the other factions can't really win without there being notable dramatic change to the setting. If, for example, you take the Tyranids, the end goal of the Tyranids is to eat everything. They want to consume the galaxy and piss off onto the next one. No, I don't give the fan theory of the Tyranids are running from something else any credit, because it's stupid in my opinion. What would they be running from? Because if there's something dangerous enough to terrify the Tyranids, it would steamroll the 40k galaxy. And that is not even me being hyperbolic. It just would. So there's no real point in that being the case. Couple this with the reason why we have that thought of a imperial scholar came up with it in lore. Outside of the lore, outside of the universe, so what we're doing, we have access to far more knowledge than they do. We don't know everything, because most of our knowledge comes from things like an imperial scholar or someone else's record of events. And they don't know everything that we do because we are outside of the setting. Bugger, I got the eerie little yellow. So, the Tyranids aren't running from something. The Necrons, the Tyranids' end goal as well is to eat the galaxy. For the Necrons, it depends. Depends on the Necron. Because within the Necron factions, there are technically two separate goals, depending on which one you side with. You either have the Silent King and the Silent King's goal. This is to first off beat the Tyranids, because he's one of the few people that acknowledges that the Tyranids are an actual fucking threat instead of just bloody chaos. Sorry, that got a little bit heated. Oh shit, what am I using for leather? Which should I use for leather? I'm probably going to use this one, actually, the iron oxide, because that's better for mud. But, so yeah, he wants to, the Silent King wants to beat the Tyranids and get his people back into physical bodies. Now, on his own, he probably can't, but to be fair, no single person on their own could do any faction's overall goal. In opposition to the Silent King, you have someone called Imhotep, the Stormlord. I don't actually know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, though. If anyone from GW ever watches this and tells me how it's actually pronounced, I would be grateful. Shit, where did I put the fucking iron oxide? There. I really hope this didn't leak everywhere. Yeah. So, Imhotep the Stormlord wants the Necrons to continue ruling the galaxy, or at least to start re-ruling the galaxy in their eternal metal bodies. There's one rather notable issue with doing this, and that is something known as the Flare virus. The Flare virus, eventually, will take over, or at least seems to, be in a position to take over every single Necron with a metal body and effectively make them go batshit insane. They try to eat flesh despite having no mouths. So, yeah. In my opinion, at least, if Imhotep gets his way, the Necrons are completely fucked. Because they'll wipe the galaxy clean of all life, unlike the Silent King would, and then they'd all eventually succumb to the Flare virus, which was not a good option for them. The Eldar... I'm going to be honest, I'm not entirely certain what the Eldar's faction goal would be, beyond killing Slaanesh. But to be fair, would be very good for them. But at the same time, it wouldn't help them that much either. It could give them a notable power boost, because suddenly they aren't worried about Slaanesh demons eating their souls anytime they use any more than a thimbleful of psychic power, given Slaanesh's claim on them all. But at the same time, like, wiping out Slaanesh is going to be good for everyone. Because for the Tyranids, it means they've got one less Chaos God to worry about. The Imperium has one less Chaos God to worry about. The Necrons probably don't give a shit, to be honest. The Eldar, obviously enough, aren't having their souls vored every 5 fucking minutes now, which is good for them. But that's something that, while would change the setting, isn't exactly a win condition for them. You could argue potentially that it's bringing back their old empire, but that has one notable problem of they already fucked that up once. What safeguards are you going to put in place to ensure they don't fuck it up again? And I am picking my word to be fuck up very literally. The Imperiums is obviously enough. God Emperor. Somehow get him back. How? I don't know. I don't care. But they have to get the God Emperor back in some way. The problem is, how do you do such a thing? And would bringing the God Emperor back be a good idea in the first place? Because most of the time when this kind of idea is brought up in the lore, they're assuming they're going to be bringing back the God Emperor of the Great Crusade. But again, this is where that little tidbit of we as the audience know more than the people in verse do, purely by the fact that we are the audience. We can find out what happened on board the Vengeful Spirit to the Emperor. This is one rather notable thing. The God Emperor that came down from the Vengeful Spirit separated part of his soul. And so was most definitely not the being that went in to the Vengeful Spirit. Or at least not entirely. It may still care for humanity, but at the same time there's caring for something and caring for something. And it may come to the conclusion that the best way to save humanity is to kill them all. This is actually something that got brought up by in a conversation. It was done by the Call Inferior. At least it was brought up by the Call Inferior. Can't remember which book it was in. I don't think it was Godblight, but it's a recent one, considering this was between the Call Inferior and Rebute Gilliman. The conversation goes effectively as follows. Gilliman asks the Call Inferior, would it be possible to bring back the God Emperor, his father? And the Call Inferior states that doing this is not a good idea. Not even discussing this is a good idea. Because whatever went into that throne room that day after the fight on the Vengeful Spirit is probably not the God Emperor. Or it's probably not the Emperor they all knew. The God Emperor, no matter how much he denied being a god, is currently, at least, now a god. and all of the gods are blights on reality. Did something just happen? Sorry, I thought I saw something flash on my screen. Never mind. Now, obviously enough, the call inferior not entirely being call, although for all intents and purposes it is. It's effectively just a copy of his mind, in a similar way to how the Necrons are copies of their minds prior to biotransference. Oh, pardon me. So shit, where was I? Oh yeah. It's... Now, while the call inferior is not Belisarius' call entirely, it does have most of his intellect and most of his knowledge. In the same way that the Guilliman inferior, which Guilliman has access to on board his personal flagship, which I don't remember the name of for the life of me, and I also don't really care, has one of Guilliman, known as the Guilliman inferior, which would probably be enough to get Call executed. Not permanently. Call has multiple bodies. Almost certainly has multiple bodies. But he wouldn't exactly be doing very good, and wouldn't be in anyone's good graces if it was discovered that yes, he has in fact got effectively a... Oh, for fuck's sake. If it was found out that yes, he does effectively have a Primarch's head in the jar. I'm gonna go over the arms once more, because the neck and arm of that one is a bit shit, and dear god, the top needs more work on it. If anyone asks, no, I don't much care for lighting. I don't know how to do it. Sorry, what was... Oh, yeah. And the Call inferior even reminds Guilliman that this, whatever, as I said, whatever went into that throne room is probably not coming out after eating 10,000 souls a day. As well. I'm gonna be honest, I thought I'd get around to doing more than probably 1.5. Please ignore the line on the model. I apparently glued it together badly. Shit, I just painted yellow on the goddamn arm. Twice. I can't help but feel that my Avalanche Sunset's a bit shit. Now, what do I need? Fuck. Ooh, now's it. Lead belcher. Because it's the only grey I have. And I'm not mixing Corax White and Abaddon Black together because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Ooh. I should also get my Retributor armor onto the thing as well. Because that means I can do stuff like paint the bullets that are dotted around this dude's model. As well as put a little bit of stuff on the gun. Dear God. That's what my paint water looks like. Fuck me. Shite. I mean, don't get me wrong, never drink paint water, but bloody hell, that stuff just looks completely unappetizing. I will admit, I am glad. I know some people in the 40k community complain about retcons to the law. And to be fair, there are definitely some things that, at the very least, appear to be fucking retcons. Deliberate retcons. But at the same time, there are definitely things I'm very glad that they have changed. For example, take the orcs. And yes, I am doing this for a purpose. It used to be law that orcs would, instead of effectively just, killing everybody they came across, would take large numbers of slaves and horribly mistreat them. But they are orcs. It is not necessarily unexpected that they're not going to be good people. But at the same time, for me, it kind of ruins what the orcs are about. Before anyone says all slaves are mistreated, yes, I am aware, but still, you understand my point. Oh, fuck. I got lead belcher on the goddamn stand. Oopsie. For me, at least, orcs are meant to be entirely about the fighting thing. Because, live to fight and fight to live for them is a good way of describing them. So I have to concentrate for this, if I don't want to fuck it up. There we go. Dear God. And the idea of something that exists effectively entirely just to fight. The idea of something like that taking slaves really doesn't make sense to me. Now, the Imperium taking slaves has slaves. I am aware of this. But the Imperium is shitbags. Anyone who tells you otherwise is either a liar, an idiot, or Yeah, they're a liar or an idiot. For the most part. Because while, yes, the Imperium does fight against the forces of the Four Satans, you can do that without being what is quite literally the worst regime you could feasibly think of. There we go. Now once this little shit bag's dry, I'm going to use the non-oil or Agrax Earthshade I've got. Agrax Earthshade. And for the next model I'm going to need red. Well, at least I don't need red, but I want red. I like putting red on my orc chainswords. Actually, I like putting red on my orc melee weapons in general. I don't know why. Oh, wait, no, I didn't finish you, because I wanted to paint that top plate gold. No, I don't know why I wanted to, I just did. And this little button. But the rest of it can be left silver. Oh dear God. It took me an hour to paint one. Fucking one. Bloody hell. Why did I prime 11 if I'm only able to paint 2 in one goddamn stream? Because I'm already out of shit to talk about. At least when I've got video games on, I can talk about the fucking game. Now, I don't want to bore you by autistically rambling about mostly completely unconnected 40k lore. Dear God, I have problems. Ow. Yeah, the reason I didn't use red for that, dude, is despite the model having a melee attack, so, as far as I'm aware, the only one of the boys that doesn't have a melee attack, so if I just pull them up real quick. Wikipedia. 40k 10th edition. Factions. Orcs. Oh, I need to switch over the thing. Boom. Data sheets. Regular boys. Yeah, every boy is equipped with a slugger and a chopper. So, if I go back to this one, and pull this fucker up, the only weapon notably on them is a gun. That's because they only have a gun. Yeah. Now, you do have some rules about what you can replace stuff with, so obviously enough. Knob, slugger, big chopper. You can switch a slugger for a shooter. And a different close combat weapon. Sorry, and the close combat weapon instead. Although, ooh, I'm not entirely certain if it's worth it. And for every 10 models, a boy's chopper and slugger can be replaced by a big shooter and one, or a rocket launch. Oh, they do get a close combat weapon. So this wee fucker, this dude, with the fairly obvious rocket launcher, still gets a melee attack, which is nice. While I'm here, I do want to look on what I have for the Beast Snagger boys, because I've got some of those, and I've made their knob. As in, I've built the knob for them. Oh, for fuck's sake. Data sheets. Beast Snagger boys. Come on, Wikipedia. I know you can do it. Come on, Wikipedia. Please. I don't know. Not spelled like that. Spelled. There's no K. It's just N-O-B. Fuck. God fucking fuck. Hey, good. So yeah, ooh, 6 up, feel no pain. Sorry, that's nice. Cause, fuck off. Yeah. So each time a model loses to wound, if it's X, you don't lose. You just can have the chance of not losing wounds. Now, granted, there are things with much better feel no pains. And did the regular boys have this too? No, they don't have the feel no pain, but they do. But they say it's not very good. The toughness is meh. But if I go, for example, Custodes, regular off custodian guard, regular custodian guard, I thought they had a feel no pain. Shit. Wait, do none of them have feel no pains? I could have sworn some of them had feel no pains. Come on, at least Trajan Valorous doesn't have a fucking feel no. I'm pretty sure the fucking Orc Big Mech has a fucking feel no pain. No, it doesn't. Well, I should actually go over what my current models I have. So, I have a Big Mech because giant mushroom in a mech suit with a fucking. What gun did I give them? I think I gave them the Power Claw and the tractor blaster, but I'm not certain. I don't remember what the... Have fun with your Duolingo lesson thing is, but I'm not 100% certain. I got Mozrog Scragbad, who rides a pretty damn big squig, because squigs. And there's a painting technique I want to try with them called stripling. Yeah, there we go. Feel no pain. But yeah, they're good. That's good. I don't have any of those. I got 10 of Beast Snagger Boys, 10 boys, a truck. Was it a kill rig? I think it was the kill rig. I got some Squigog boys. And what's my last one? Oh yeah, it was the Stomper. Come on. And yeah, that's the... This is the Stomper's data sheet. It's 800 points. But at the same time, you compare this to an Imperial Knight. Yeah, so Imperial Knights. Canis Rex is not the most expensive at 450. With the same invulnerable save, a worse regular save, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, and less wounds. This thing is like halfway between a Knight and a Titan, for all intents and purposes. And I want to remind you, 800 points, you can bring this thing to a 1000 point game and still have 200 points to work with. That means you can bring 2 sets of boys. So you can bring 20 boys and I think 10 grots with you. I can't remember how many grots are in one normal set of grots. So, oh, Gretchen. Oh, god damn it. 11 models for 40 points, 20 models for 80 points, data sheets, regular boys for 80 points, so 800 plus 160 plus 40. So yeah, you can bring a Stomper, 20 boys, and 11 Gretchen for exactly 1,000 points. Which is quite a fucking lot. And I love that. Although I don't think... Actually, that would mean you wouldn't have a army leader. So you can't do that. How much is the Big Mac again? $70. Okay, so you could bring a Stomper, a Big Mac, a set of... Because this thing can work as your character. And none of the others can. Which gives you 990 points. That's quite a lot of points. You're a bit under the target. You're a bit under 1,000, which is good. But at the same time, you're bringing something that can beat an Imperial Knight in a 1v1. With that setup. Shit. Because, dear fucking god, this is good. And most people won't be bringing something that can tank it. They can take this thing on to a 1,000 point game. Unless it's like predetermined that's what you're going to be doing. Because you want a monster slogfest. And with this, you just put the Mega Chopper sweep in for anything within melee range. Everything else, you get all of this. Because you can use all of those. Every single ranged attack. And you get a lot. Like, bare minimum, you have 3, 6, 7, 27, 28, 30. Bare minimum, you have 31 attacks at range. You also get 18 attacks with sweep. I don't remember what the sweep keyword does. Sweeping does, though. Oh yeah, it also works as a fucking transport. The fuck? Oh, wait, yeah. That one's already known about. Strike and sweep melee weapons. 40k. Come on. I don't speak that language. No. It's just an weapon profile. Yeah, infantry to explain that she attacking. She's on these two profiles, either strike or sweep. Just 3. Oh wait. Right. Okay. So it's basically you get more attacks, but they do less damage, which does make significant sense. If you look at damage profiles. Also, -5 AP. Fuck me. That's a lot. And I have half an hour before if I want to get this fucking painting done. Which I do. So you can go back. Do I want the chain weapon or do I just want the chopper? Also, why did I give my spanner a flamethrower? What the fuck is wrong with me? I have looter boys. Apologies, I'm a dumbass sometimes if you haven't noticed. I don't know what I was thinking when I built it. Also, welcome back, Cat. Why did my voice suddenly go weird when I said welcome back? The fuck is wrong with me? I mean, you should go to the doctors. Oh well, it's free in this country. Yay. But I should be fine. Oh shit. I said I'd be willing to do the next fucking Pathfinder campaign. Hopefully none of the people I play with watch this. But I'm planning on doing a kind of Atlantis rises up for some unknown reason kind of thing. In, you know, the Pathfinder verse. I don't actually know if there is an Atlantis in Pathfinder. I should probably check. If there is, I can just steal the name for it. Oh fuck, I didn't paint the goddamn teeth on the other dude, did I? Or the eyeballs. You know what, I don't have anything to do tomorrow. As far as I'm aware, at least. So I will end this stream once I've painted 2 models. White paint. And here's the problem with Corax White. It actually looks a bit grey. At least to me it does. So if I just... Do you see what I mean about it looking grey? That is what it states, Corax White. I'm assuming you can read. That is what I'd expect a white to look like. That kind of lid colour. That is fucking grey. Fuck. I cocked up on that eyeball. Shit. Also fucked up on the mouth, but... I have no idea how to do the fucking eyes and mouth, to be honest. I mean... Immediate assumption would be I've got my paint too wet. Or maybe I just have too much on the brush. And before anyone asks, no, I'm not doing pupils. I do not have the dexterity to do that. While I am not exactly awful at painting, I am also most definitely not amazing at it. And I don't know how to do pupils. Because of that. Apparently my sibling does them. Pupils on his models, at least. That is. Got a problem with that is, I got no idea how. I've been told what apparently is you effectively, what they do is just put two little lines, curved lines, on the white where you've got the iris. But there's a bit of a problem to do that when you've got the iris being when you've got the actual sclera. There's a bit of a problem for that when you do the sclera about a millimetre across. I don't have a single hair on this brush. A brush with a single hair on it. I don't even know if you can get those. My assumption would be that you only do the pupils on larger models. Ones with bigger eyes. And if that's the case, fair enough, that actually makes more sense. As I said, I don't know how I'd even... I mean, look at the size of that. This entire model is 3 centimeters tall, at most, probably a bit less. And it's just, hey, this is what you do to get the to do the eyeball. That's how you do an eyeball on like an inch and a bit tall model. I need to put more paint on that, but good. That's where the multiple coats comes in. I took out way too much red. An orc's melee weapon must be red. For one very simple reason. A red melee weapon goes faster. Meaning you can hit more times with it. No crap. Oh, this dude had a grenade. Yeah, that's what it was. Broke off during transit. I don't know where it is. It's just in the ether somewhere. And here I am wondering, yeah, missing pieces do suck, but at the same time, like, it's a small model, and it was a tiny little bit that it's probably somewhere in a bag, or in the box that I brought them up in. Because I made these, and then transported them up to where I am. But the problem with that is they weren't still on the sprues. Now that has advantages and disadvantages. But one of the big disadvantages is there was just a loose piece That has gunshot wounds in it. That's meant to be gunmetal. Lead belcher, sorry. Speaking of which... And yes, that is where the magazine goes. Why does it go there? I don't know. Oh wait, no, sorry, I do. Orcs fire bolt guns in 40k. A weird kind of bolt gun that's not... Orc weapons work because they always will. It's not actually the fact that they think that they work and so they work. It genuinely is a thing of... Orc weapons work because the way that they work is built into their DNA. Which sounds weird as shit. But they're sentient space mushrooms, so... They're already weird as shit, and I love them for it. So yeah, well, some bits of Orc tech does work because they think it would. Most of it. So there is the story of an orc who was in a buggy. I think it was at least a buggy at least, with a bunch of other orcs. In a situation where they were going to run out of fuel, but the orc who was driving insisted that they put enough fuel in the buggy before setting off to make it there to where they were going and back, and so were actually able to make it there and back. The reason that bit specifically worked is because of the power of belief, as far as I'm aware. But most of the time, orc stuff doesn't actually run like that. Most of the time, orc stuff works because it always should. Which is part of what makes them the most dangerous threat in 40k. One of the most dangerous threats in 40k as well, at least in my opinion. As you are up against an enemy that is not only incredibly hard to kill, incredibly numerous, and with surprisingly good tech. It's not great. You compare it to everyone but the Eldars. Sorry, everyone but the Nids tech, and they lose. But all Orc tech can be made in a made out of a scrap heap. So, and as I said, works because it's going to work, not because they believe in it. need to go back, repaint a few bits of the leather and the t-shirt. Because there's just areas with nothing but primer is showing through. And a little bit of primer can be okay, because you can, if you use black primer like I do, because you can use it to effectively simulate just dirt, because it looks slightly worn or covered in crap if it's not a thick enough layer. But at the same time, I don't like it, because it makes me seem slightly better than I actually am. Well, significantly better, I should say, than I actually am at painting. Right, that one can be left to dry. Dear God. Oh, my back just popped. Now, show you something neat. Everything so far has been done with bases. This is a shade. Just shake it up a bit. Grab a tiny amount on the brush. Rinse it off. And then smidgens. Just run it across the obvious places where there should be low lights. Because it'll gather there and give you a little bit of shading. Not a lot. But a little bit. Yes. Please ignore the face. But yeah. One orc with small amounts of shading. Now the problem with this, doing it with this dude, is he's not entirely dry. But yeah. 2 orcs. Painted. Please excuse my autistic ramblings about Warhammer 40k and stuff. Hope you all had fun. See ya.